So I'm going to play again and I'm going to show you with my hand, and I hope that you can perceive this time that it is uneven. Welcome back to Barney J Music. My name is Barney. I'm a classical composer and founder and director of Barney J Music. My fellow subscribers and anyone new to the channel, welcome. I would like to present my symphony, Help Us on the Way for Orchestra. As many of you know, it took me 7 years to compose this symphony. I first composed it in America. I submitted it to competitions, was rejected. And so I moved to France to get more training. I spent 5 years there. I reorchestrated Help Us on the Way, I revised it, and I came back to America and finished it in its present form on Christmas Day 2022. Let's begin. So the first thing I really love about this symphony, especially in this passage, in which I think a lot of other people do as well, is the music sounds super fresh. Let's listen again. So you hear those strings, da, 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 and then the background, da, 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 da. And this is actually the first climax in the E-flat major section of the symphony, which is what I'm presenting. The next thing I really love about this music is this particular passage, not all the symphony, but this particular passage sounds very pastoral, I'd have to say, right? There's a really pure, innocent feeling. Right, we have these like really light, clear strings. We have these innocent woodwinds, like the flute we heard. We heard the oboe just now. Now that's from the opening of the E-flat major section, and I love it so much, and I love it because it is just simple and direct. There are no frills, and I think we can all agree about that. And notice how it starts off with strings, and then we add the oboe, okay, and we'll see other instruments. So it's just super simple. And I also want to show you the crescendos, okay? So I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to kind of indicate the ebb and flow in the music. Now, I think we're going to have to hear it live to really appreciate it. It's just going to be so much with these it's going to be so good live. So something really cool about a lot of passages in Help Us on the Way, and certainly this passage from my symphony, is that it starts off with a texture, right? Okay, we add another voice, okay, but notice that there's no bass until we bring in the bass. So I'm going to play it again, and I want you to listen when the bass arrives, and I'll indicate with my finger. And so the beauty of this is like you're adding a new layer, a new depth, but prior, when you're hearing the music, it doesn't feel like something's missing. But when we bring in that bass, it's like we're coming to home, and it renders everything before like incomplete. So what I especially love about this music is how alive it feels. I mean, it's a live orchestra, but one of the aspects that makes it feel alive is there's actually built-in unevenness in the music, which you probably cannot perceive on a computer, especially when I'm breaking it up like that. But I'm going to play it again, and then we'll discuss. So as naked ear, you just heard one phrase. But what you don't realize, probably didn't notice, is that we have 3 measures of the first idea and 2 measures of the second idea. In addition, notice the crescendo. It's not the same duration each time. I know it's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to play again and I'm going to show you with my hand, and I hope that you can perceive this time that it is uneven. I don't know if that was, hopefully that was clear with my hand, but you can always, if you want to go back, you can count the beats. They're not the same every time. So when you're hearing this symphony, there's like a tension, right? There's a contraction. It starts off like feeling even, but it's the music is contracting. It's driving us forward. Now I want to show you, before I let you go, is what I call a musical hiccup. So the music on a computer, it's just the computer cannot put the natural pulse and the natural accents that the musicians certainly will do. So I'm going to try to indicate what I'm talking about, the musical hiccup. Did you notice that? So the music is and then all of a sudden there's like a suspension of time. Play it one more time, and I won't indicate it, but hopefully you're going to perceive it. And I think that is what makes this symphony so precious, is that we don't have gimmicks, we don't have fancy gestures. I mean, there are passages that are very dramatic and in your face and will get lots of applause, certainly, but something like this is, it's joyous and it's beautiful, but it's subtle. I hope that you enjoy the music as much as I do. If you want to check out more of the E-flat major sections, you can do so on the Help Is On The Way YouTube channel. Yes, it's audacious, but I have an entire YouTube channel just for Help Is On The Way. And if not, I will see you in part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.